Okay man, I'm gonna just deafen you for the duration of the match, so don't worry if you don't hear anything, that's normal. Good luck man, all the best. Okay, so we are starting imminently, just sorting out some last minute technical issues with the legend himself. We're gonna head straight into the match of the legend himself versus MilitaryBSB. The legend himself is P1, so he will be doing the inviting, and I will remind him of so. And he's sending the invite. We are doing this bright and early because our competitors are living time zones that are ahead of GMT +8. That's what we don't want them to get too tired. And we're diving straight in. The legend himself is P1 on the Plains of Strife as previously randomized and as posted on Facebook. And let's see. So he has made a 2-box team, but very rush oriented with Estelle instead of Juggler. MilitaryBSB has... Wait. Does he only have 1 tank? Oh no, he has 2 tanks as well. So Landius and Estelle as well. So a fairly offensive tank choice. In terms of healers, the legend himself has Liana, Iris, and Weiler. So that's 3 healers. 2 tanks, 3 healers. Hey NZR, what's up man? BSB has Liana, Weiler, and Iris same. So most of players will have kicked out Tiaris from the boxes by now. So the bans are coming in. Zerda Hiei second ban for MilitaryBSB and Hiei Illustrio on this map. And the legend himself picks Illustrio. So very aggressive boxes on both sides. Looks like this might be the new meta that's being played now. It seems that our foreign guests definitely prefer this meta, with Estelle Landius instead of Landius Juggler. I suppose that's better until Juggler gets his 3C. Then he definitely will earn a place back in your box. So Zerida is picked, and he bans out Iris and Leonhard. Interesting choice. So the legend himself has a choice of 2 healers. If he doesn't pick a healer now, he might not have any healers at all. So let's see. But remember that the legend himself played just fine without any healers against Dark Prince. No healers, no problem, right? He's thinking about it. Is he gonna pick the Weiler? He's picking the Liana. Interesting choice for player 1 healer pick. Usually you would actually pick, not actually, you would think that P1 Liana slightly weaker than P2 Liana. So unless he expects his opponent to pick Liana, in which case P1 Liana can semi-counter P2 Liana. So after Zeri and Hiei were banned, MilitaryBSB chose to ban Yusuke and Iris. Let's see what he chooses to ban next. He chooses to ban Sigma and Claret. Sigma? Wait, what? That's new. I did not pick up on that. Okay, so a Liana pickup. Very nice, very prescient. He predicted that MilitaryBSB would pick up Liana and picked his Liana first to counter him, I suspect. Listel. Listel is always annoying, so I can see why he would want to ban her out. And he bans out Yusuke. Who's next? He needs a threat. Another long-legged threat. Most likely. Because he's got one in the form of Illustrio. Oh yes, please, NZR, that'd be great. Okay, and he chooses to pick up Luna. So we have two long-legged threats from the legend himself. I would probably ban out both long-legged threats now if I were MilitaryBSB. So maybe Leon and MK, such that we limit how many follow-up options that the legend himself will have. Because with Act Again, that 2 becomes 3. So let's see. I'm sorry about that screen that's flashing in the background. I'm not quite sure what's happening, so... Okay, as predicted, he banned out both long-legged heroes. Interesting. There's an Omega, and Omega is a lot deadlier with Zerada's faction buff as compared to just a regular attack boost. Bozo. Rachel. Okay. Is there a faction buff available? Doesn't seem like it. There is the mini faction buff from her Estelle's 3C. I'm sorry about the flashing screen, guys. I'm not quite sure what's happening, but it doesn't seem to be anything that is going wrong that I can see. So hopefully it's not too distracting. Latency issues doesn't seem to be a problem. Dragoon is not trained, but Bone Dinos are. Okay, so the legend himself is picking Illustrio Bone Dinos as expected. This is the second weekend that we've had Illustrio's exclusive, so I hope some of you guys have already tested it out for yourself in Apex Arena or have faced it in Apex Arena. On this map, I think she's pretty decent. There's a lot of space for her to stand on to trigger her exclusive helmet's effect. Not as good as Gemini. Gemini is pretty good, but this is pretty decent as well. Lots of grassland around. Okay, so two long-legged threats from Luna and Illustrio. Yes, so Luna is not bringing her faction buff, which is good, because the faction buff of Luna is a very weak Luna. You can expect an explosive start from the legend himself, because he's P1, and he's got 2 movement boosters in the form of Luna as well as Estelle. On the other hand, MilitaryBSB probably has to be a bit more careful, because it's most likely that the legend himself will outrange MilitaryBSB just with the units. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, we should actually. I'll do it for the next match. Thank you, Jay. You're right. I'm sorry. That's a good thought there. I'm very new to this, so please pardon the issues. Okay, we're starting. I'm gonna show you screen. You're right. I don't think MilitaryBSB will be watching the stream. I have faith in him, but yeah, I should have done that just to make sure no shenanigans happen. So he's counting squares, basically. If you're wondering what the legend himself is doing, he's basically counting squares just to see the threat radius of his opponent, because you have to be careful, especially with abilities like Cold Blood from Omega, as well as Zerida's Hide and Seek. You have to account for that. You also have to account for the +1 from the Estelle's 3C skill. So very, very careful. If you lose a unit for free, usually at this level, that kind of means a lost game. Illustra has 354 skill. There's no way in hell Omega is going to triple or even double her. Luna is probably a bit more susceptible to being tripled. 226, so not quite tripled, but doubled for sure. And Rachel will be doubled, but not tripled with 179, I think. Just doing some napkin math. Wait, no, sorry, I forgot. 3C is going to change everything because we need to see the skill. 527, 179 times 3. There's still not going to be a triple for Rachel. And it just solidified the double for Luna. Illustrio is safe, of course, from any doubling or tripling shenanigans from Omega. Oops. So a faction buff from Zerida, again very standard play. Breeze? Oh, she breezes, but that was accounted for in the legend himself's calculations. Possible to reach? No. Just one square out of range, I think. Because ignore guard is a thing. So in this current meta, before the juggler 3C skill, assassins in combination with Estelle becomes fairly potent because of their ability to just play around the tank by ignoring guard. Okay, so Luna is in danger of getting sniped out of the sky by Omega. So the question is, what is... ooh. Yep. So he acts again onto Luna. Is he going to strike with her? I don't think so. Most probably he's just going to retreat. That... Is that a kill onto Liana? Interesting. Is he going to engage? Oh, he's getting ready to engage. So when you see the Wireless 3C skill go off, you know that MilitaryBSB is planning some sort of action next turn. One, two, three. So maybe one spot right, 2 spots down for Luna in 3C skill, maybe. We'll see what he chooses to do. Okay, no Phoenix on the enemy Estelle. No. Okay. Is that a dead Liana though? It looks like it though. Although I'm not sure that a Liana is really worth the trade. Omega for Liana, I think the legend himself probably come out on top for that trade. He's sort of tempting, he's tempting him to go for it. And because he used Act Again on turn 1 to get out of Omega's range, MilitaryBSB now has the advantage in terms of turn priority. Okay, he breaks the Shrine Maiden effect. She can always move out of range and heal herself though, which is what she's gonna do. And that's out of range of Omega. Oh, interesting. Okay, back to full. Shrine Maiden effect is restored. Nice. That's a nice buff from the Tenuous. This is the most patient I've seen the legend himself play, honestly. But it's good because it means that he recognizes the threat posed by both Omega and Zerida. Ah, interesting. Faction buff plus Bloodthirster. I personally don't like the build because of how... Ooh, Omega is in range. Are you going to take it? He's offering him out as bait, however, because you know that the Zerida is ready to strike with an act again. Will he take it? Is it enough? I don't know. I want to gospel up Illustrio just to be safe, I guess, in terms of the kill against Omega. And he does that. Okay, great. By the way, the legend himself can't hear me. I've deafened him in the Discord server. But I'm sure he wouldn't be taking advice from me anyway. It's just good to see that my tactical sense isn't too bad. It has an atrophy after all that Genshin. Oh, if only that went onto the Luna instead. Okay, so there's no more threat of an act again, Bloodthirster. But wherever Illustrio retreats to after she attacks, that will still be within her attack range. So the question is, do you really want to trade your Illustrio for an Omega? Tricky. I think with Dark Elf Snipers, the kill onto Luna is pretty assured. She's just doing this for the King's Crown, I think, and she's gonna move down. She is in Luna. Yeah, there we go. Okay, King's Crown. And seeing what he has stacked against him, he'll probably move out of the way. But if he does so, that means opening up his Zerida for a direct attack. Although it's at 3 range, which is the unit only. So Illustrio can basically reach out and touch whoever she wants to touch. Be it Wyler, Omega, Liana, Zerida. Probably not Wyler because he's already used his 3C skill. And killing him now won't really do much. You need to remove the 2 main threats on the board, which are Omega and Zerida. So I expect the legend himself to aim to attack whichever one of these that MilitaryBSB leaves as an option for him. What's nice about the Rachel on the legend himself's side is that Estelle's main weakness is against magic attacks, and so this Rachel should work out nicely if she ever gets in range of MilitaryBSB's Estelle. If being the key word. What is that thing? Ugh. Okay, he ends turn. I think that's a dead Omega. So I'm just curious now who he will pick. Or is he going to attack at all? Because he has the option of, staying put. Okay, fair enough. So again, the reason why I don't like Zerida faction buff plus Al Hazard is that you need 2 turns to set up. And in your 4 turns of a faction buff, the only way you can attack twice with Bloodthirster is if you attack every time your skill's off cooldown. So meaning this turn. If he gets him to waste the Bloodthirster, he has to set up all over again next, and the tempo of that will fall into the legend himself's favor. There is an act again, however, it's not being used quite yet. So we can always see that being used to try to hasten the I was going to say refractory period. The time taken to set up for Zerida. Okay, he moves back, ceding some battleground space. I think he can move the Estelle in freely. Not freely, you know. I think she'll still die to Zerida, but you don't have to be afraid of Omega. I don't think Omega can kill the Estelle complete from 100% to 0. So for those who have just tuned in, we're in the first game of a best of 3 series. Oh, Liliana has act again. Interesting. What's she gonna do? Act again onto Estelle is an interesting choice. Not quite sure what he's intending to do with that. So first game of a best of 3 series, both players, MilitaryBSB and the legend himself, are running fairly aggressive boxes. Double tank, triple healer. The double tanks in both players' cases being Landius and Estelle. Landius was obviously banned out, which is why you can see Estelle being picked. They also run copious amounts of assassins. If I remember MilitaryBSB's box correctly, he has quadruple assassins because apart from 2 on the field, Illustrio and Hiei were both banned out by the legend himself. So this is the double tank, triple healer, quadruple assassin box that he's been using so far with pretty good success. Okay, Weiler gets out of the way. Turn priority now is back into player 1's favor from next turn onwards. He's going to move Illustrio. How interesting. The Wind God Realm is going to end this turn. So, yeah. No real difference between ending Illustrio's turn or Luna's turn first. You've got a Zerida Bloodthirster all prepped, but nobody to hit. And that's the problem with faction buff Al-Hazard Zerida. Too much setup, too easy. Not easy. It's not easy when the map gets smaller, but it's fairly obvious to your opponent when you're set up and ready to strike. So they can just wait you out. So fairly passive play from the legend himself. I don't think the Omega going for the Estelle is a good idea. I don't think the Omega going for the Liana is a good idea as well. Let's see if he chooses to go for the Illustrio. Okay, King's Crown onto Rachel. If Estelle comes close, she's done for. Well, not done for, but she's at a high risk of being one-shot. Rachel with Dark Reaper onto Estelle, I think is a pretty much guaranteed one-shot. So if he wants to trade his tank for a Rachel, I think that's a trade that the legend himself would gladly take. What are you going to do, sir? This is a playstyle that I did not expect from either of them actually. How interesting. He uses tactical retreat not to retreat but to move her forward. The problem is though, she's still not bloodthirsted, which means that she cannot ignore guard with Killing Blow. She still has the troops alive. Act Again has been used, so he's looking to hit someone out of guard range. So Luna, I suppose. Oh wait, no, there's only one tile guard, so Rachel is at. Is Rachel at risk? I think she might be. Oh, here we go. We doing it? We doing it? Oh, we doing it, guys.
That's not a kill. That's not a kill.
That's not a kill? Really?
Yeah, desperate player Zelda.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, the Wyler 3C skill is up. Hey, Trans, you're here! I'm not so lonely anymore! Hey man.
So, how's the game so far? Is this game 1?
This is just game 1, man. The Legend himself is being really passive, but it's because of all the long-legged threats on both sides.
Wow, there's 2 Estelles. Wow.
Yeah, 2 Estelles, man. Both sides are running fairly similar boxes. Estelle Landius for double tank, Liana, Iris, Wyler for triple healer, and MilitaryBSB is doing his usual quadruple assassin thing. Okay, Act Again onto Luna.
Okay.
I don't think she has Wind God Realm up quite yet though. There's still 3 turns to go, so not quite yet. So just in case Zerida comes and attacks the Rachel, because that's not going to stop your Omega. Although Rachel, if I just count squares correctly, Rachel should be out of range of Omega. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, not the Zerida though.
I think he just did that to stall some turns.
Sorry, say again?
He did that to stall some turns.
Ah, right. What are you gonna do? Not a single drop of damage has been done so far. You know? Not a single point of damage so far. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Oh. Is that a kill? Yeah, that's a kill. She gonna run? She not.
Is that worth it though?
I don't know, man. I think he's trying to protect his healer because there was a King's Crown buff on the Rachel, which would probably one-shot the Estelle with Reaper. But I don't know whether trading Zerida for Rachel's all quite worth it.
If he really wants to kill the Omega, I think Alistair needs to be at 1 range. Because Bone Dinos die before you attack. If you attack Omega at 2 range.
Yep, they're just so paper, and the animation is just blech. Is he gonna onrush? You gonna do it? Do it. No? Oh, the suspense is killing me. Okay. Oh man. Close.
That should be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine with Alastro to finish the job. Alastro should be able to finish off the Zerida, even if the Estelle comes into guard. That's a dead Zerida.
Oh.
Wow, that's painful. Probably most of it was from the troops, right? I think.
Yeah. But I think that
the AoE should finish off Zerida. Most likely. Boom. Show me a dead Zerida. Alright. Okay, so we trade out 1 for 1. Rachel from the left and Zerida from the right.
the Luna defense is quite low though.
What? Luna?
Oh, no flash and buff on Luna?
No. She brought Raging Thunder and 3C. Okay, so he's gonna try for
Estelle.
yeah. Is that a kill? No, not
Wait,
really.
what?
Just
wow,
troops.
Estelle, how much is Estelle's skill?
I think it's probably just the troops were too thick to what the. Wow, really aggro. Oh.
He has 10 priorities, so it should be.
Did he have shrines? I didn't see. No, it's Forest Priest, right?
Forest Priest. No, Wyler is very tanky. Forest
okay.
Priest is also very high in HP.
I think we've not. The Legend himself just didn't have enough troops to.
The cavalry attack, right?
Yeah, gospel. Okay, so first action goes to the Legend himself again. But what's he gonna do though? Is he gonna heal or is he gonna finish off the Weiler? Or is he gonna try to kill the Omega? No, he can't. He used onrush already. Huh. Okay.
Quite hard.
This looks like... Oh dear.
No.
Oh dear. That might end not that well. The Illustrious is probably the only unit which is safe from Ignore Guard from the enemy Omega. 354 skill on her. An AoE? Really? Okay. Might as well.
Okay.
Extra damage from Estelle's talent onto Illustrio. That's a dead Illustrio, of course. Uh-oh. It's not looking good. Okay, he's gonna guard. Thorns. Oh dear.
Wow.
Oh no. How unlucky. Okay. Alright, so MilitaryBSB takes the first game on Plains of Ark. I can't remember the name. Let me look it up. On Plains of Strife. Okay, the second map is the Cape of Sorrow, which is the juggler favorite, the pirate ship map. Yeah. Very, very slow. And both sides have multiple assassins. The Legend himself is running Sigma in his box. I need to tell him that he needs to invite. Let me just... He remembers. Okay, he remembers. Great. Cape of Sorrow. Good. Okay. So again, the player order and the maps to be played were randomized beforehand. And the information was conveyed to the participants a good number of days before the actual tournament. So interesting. On the left, he's running Sigma, Zerida, Hiei, and Illustrio. So switch out Omega for Sigma, basically. I don't... Woo! What is that I see? Oh ho ho ho, aggro. Okay, no Estelle, no tanks for you, sir, and no Hiei.
How many assassins? 1,
4. Both sides are running. So MilitaryBSB is running 4 assassins, and so is the Legend himself. Except that he's running. Sorry, he's only running 3 assassins, and Sigma instead of Omega. Infantry Sigma. Very interesting tech.
It's really good this season, especially with the rise of Estelle.
Definitely. So let's see whether he gets to play him.
Sigma, honestly, I feel Sigma is a better use case because no loadout time, and you get that extreme range.
Yep.
So outside of tanks, you can pretty much kill anything.
He might have a good shot against Estelle though, because it's just Lancer. Yeah. Yusuke, because there's no tank. Fair enough. Liana Iris, I guess. Or the Weiler is still not fun to deal with.
Alright, there we go.
Okay, Sigma. Nice. He does play the Sigma. And it helps that he can faction buff the Claret as well. Wireless.
Oh no, Zerida faction buffs everyone.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. I keep forgetting that Sigma is Meteor because I never play him. Good point there. Leonhardt.
He's not picking us either. Oh, is he? No.
No, he picked the healer. He picked the Liana. MK? Maybe? MK or Luna? SL, Estelle. Interesting. Alright. That's an interesting pick. This map doesn't quite favor Illustrio. She just has a small U-shaped patch of grass to play on.
It's mostly the top area if you want to run around with the Lastrio.
Yeah. MK and Bozo. Leon, his favorite Leon. All right. I can't remember who's the guy that you like loves Leon besides Storm. There's someone else who loves Leon in the Discord.
No idea.
Okay, 3C. I don't think he's running Balance Blade. I don't think he's doing the meme build. Oh, I'm sorry. I should be doing this. Okay, be right back. But it's a bit late. He already clicked ready. Silly me. Okay, I will not make things worse by leaving it on. But yeah, a fairly interesting troop and skill choice if you happen to see it. If you didn't, good. The I don't know whether it's Meow or Mayo or the Maw. Okay, so he plays a lot of Leon. Roger
He
that.
aggressively plays Die Hard.
Oh dear. Oh
Assassin
no.
Die Hard.
He loves his Die Hard, huh? That much.
Cavalry, Juggler, Assassin Die Hard. Love his blocks, man.
So aggro. Oh, wow. Okay, that's very standard build for Yusuke.
So the biggest problem I feel for MilitaryBSB is Estelle only has one guard range until she does damage.
Yep.
And how do you move around with the Claret and Zerida?
Yep.
Across
So that was what the legend himself gave up tanks for, the sheer zoning potential of both Zerida and Claret.
and Sigma.
And Sigma, yeah. He's just gonna have to move in that cross formation forever.
That's a 10 range Sigma.
And he brought infantry troops, nice. Okay. I forgot to mention. Oh wait, what?
Okay. No. He wants the act again. He knows this game would drag out.
Okay, so there is no guard. And wow. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, out of range. Wow, I didn't know we have a Sigma built up. It's a surprise to me as well. Even though it's my own guildmate that's providing the account that the legend himself is playing on. Fascinating. Can't hit anyone from there, sir. Ooh, properly geared and all that.
Oh,
Very nice.
Zephyr, I think you didn't turn back on the stream.
I didn't? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm such a noob at this. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so what happened is that the legend himself moved up his units. He parked Claret in a spot, and then he used act again on her, so that now she has a humongous threat range and can kill whatever she wants to kill, more or less. The enemy Estelle is rocking heavy infantry, but is parked out of range of infantry Sigma. So infantry Sigma, even if he had moved forward all 4 spaces, couldn't have hit her anyway. So Leon is within threat range of Illustrio. Let's see whether he... Oh, never mind. Let's see whether he feels that it's worth attacking. The passive play or the aggressive play? I'm just wondering now. If you kill anybody with Yusuke hiding in the back, you're gonna piss him off. That probably... I don't think...
Yusuke hasn't transformed yet.
Yeah, that's true. He hasn't transformed yet. So I guess he'll go this turn, maybe? Oof. Okay. Mind Bore, okay. That's not a kill. That's definitely not a kill. On to the Estelle.
So MilitaryBSB is forcing the round before round 3, before act again is up again.
Yep. What can the legend
Oh,
himself?
Weiler plus Listel is so hard. You can literally never kill Listel.
Yep. And Weiler is a really good counter pick against a Claret. I think Claret is gonna fall out of favor if she hasn't already, just because of what Weiler does against her. Okay, he's gonna wait it out. Yusuke is within guard range, so it's not a viable target for Sigma or Claret.
How much do you trust that Sigma to kill?
Against heavy infantry, maybe not that much. Really?
No,
That looks rather dangerous. You're gonna eat up a blood dance next turn though, if you leave the Listel there. But against a tank, without a tank, Yusuke is gonna do work if you kill the Listel. So not a whole lot of great options for the legend himself. Okay, Ranger's Heart. Oops. Damage from Listel. Okay, woo! Let's see. Oh, he didn't dispel it, darn it. Okay. Almost, but not quite. With heavy infantry, I think this was the most likely outcome, that Estelle will just survive with a bit, but that also means that Weiler is going to be able to heal her up with regroup and let her move again, actually, if he wants to. Oh, okay. He doesn't want to, sure.
you don't have to because you still have the Weiler buff.
That's true. But I don't think it's enough to... I don't know whether it's enough for Estelle to live though. It is
That's a full heal.
Ooh, yeah, that's a huge heal.
And I think she kills herself.
Oh
yeah,
my god. Oh, that's painful. Oof. Oh, things are looking not that great. Zerada's not going to do much against Alistel with Weiler 3C applied. Looks like he's going to be eating a blood dance from Listel onto Liana and Sigmund. I mean, really? Oh no, yeah, he recognizes that he's lost. Okay, so very quick games from MilitaryBSB versus the Legend himself, and MilitaryBSB takes it 2-0. Wow. Okay, again, sorry for that, for not putting the stream back after the preparation phase, but yeah. Yeah, so unfortunately, I don't know, was it a pick ban issue or was it just a play issue? Because I couldn't really see anything wrong with what the Legend himself did tactically, whether it was just a pick ban or a box issue. What do you think, Trans?
I think giving Weiler with Lista was the biggest issue. And I'm really surprised. I actually thought the Sigma could still kill the Estelle.
Yeah, I think with maybe with Phalanx it's possible with the type advantage, but with heavy infantry, it's tough, man.
Even if you kill Estelle, if Claire attacks Yusuke, she dies because Yusuke is mad, has last rights.
Yeah. I think tankless was a good option, but when he picked the Yusuke into a tankless comp, and then he picked the Weiler into the Claret, which really neutered her, that was tough. That was tough for the Legend himself to overcome. Okay, so we'll be back roughly in about an hour or so for the second match, and do stay tuned for the second match where we have our last remaining C representative, Vision, versus the global season 4 Apex champion, who is Bakora / Erwin Liana. That promises to be a very exciting match as well. So thank you guys, everyone who tuned in over the last 47 minutes and counting, and thanks very much, Trans, for coming on to CoCast.
Sorry I was late.
No problem, man. I'm glad you made it. Okay, take care, everyone, and see you guys on Mr. Scissor's stream in a while.